So you want to learn how to control your money instead of letting it control you. Let me show you how to budget your paychecks so that you can have success and actually hit your goals. Number one, you need to know your spending habits. This is very, very important. If you do not figure out your spending habits and what you like to spend money on, you are going to create a budget that you cannot stick to. Go through your past bank statements and add up different categories if you want to, or track your spending for 30 days. I do have a free tracker in my bio if you want it. Number two, you need to create a monthly overview plan. A lot of people mess up by only creating a monthly budget, but you have to budget your paychecks as well. But it is very important to have that monthly plan so that you can have a plan to actually hit your goals for the month. This is what my monthly plan worksheet looks like. It's in the beginner budgeting guide, but essentially you want to plan your month so that you can plan your goals for savings and for debt. And this is going to guide you throughout your month when you're ready to budget your paychecks. As always, you need to account for your fixed expenses, your variable expenses, and then your leftover goes towards your sinking funds. After you create your monthly overview, you need to plan it all out using a calendar. This is going to allow you to see everything at a bird's eye view. So essentially, you would write out all of your paychecks on the dates that you would be paid, along with the amounts of your paychecks. And if you don't know the exact amount you're going to be paid, use a low average. That way you're kind of planning for the worst, hoping for the best, and then you write out all of your bills on their due dates with the amount that bill is going to be. And again, for things like water bills, electric, that kind of vary per month, use a high average for those. Then you would go through and assign each paycheck a color and highlight it that color, and you will go through and highlight all of the bills that have to be paid with that paycheck the same color, so you can see which check is going to need to pay which bills. This can help you plan in advance and know in advance if a check is not going to be enough to cover the bills for that week. That way you know you need to save from a previous check to be able to cover those bills. And number four, budget your paychecks as soon as you're paid, like on the day. That means that as soon as you know how much your check is going to be, you need to come and plan that out on a paycheck budget. This is when the monthly planning that you did really comes and is helpful because you can go back and look at your calendar and say which bills are due for this check. You write them here. You subtract them from your pay amount. Then you subtract out your variable expenses. Then whatever you have left over, you send to your sinking funds. And remember, you had a monthly plan, so you know what goals you're focused on for this month, and you can continue to focus on them on your paychecks. For example, if your goal this month is to contribute $100 to your emergency fund, you know that, and you can plan for that. Once you have that all sorted out, go ahead and transfer around money, move money around where you need it to go right then and there, or else you're going to spend your money and blow your budget before you even get started. Just as a reminder, here are the priorities that you need to be focusing on in order so that you have a roadmap. Number one, learn to budget for your lifestyle, which we just talked about. Number two, build your first emergency fund in a high yield savings. Number three, pay off your debts. Number four, go back and fully fund that emergency fund, hit other savings goals, start saving for retirement, etc. This doesn't have to be hard. It's just new, and you just need to learn how to do it in a way that fits within your lifestyle. You got this, friend.